And you can only do that in a relaxed state, you know. And then it just comes to you. I mean, I've really enjoyed just living. For me is the gardening, or waking up in the morning. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Jenny. I'll give you a wave. Wave to Jenny. I'm here. Hi, Jen. Big wave to you. We're going out to dinner soon. I think it's going to be a Thai restaurant somewhere, but we'll see how we go. And hello to Rafe, if Ray's watching as well. Yeah, so, and it's amazing. Like, you might think, gardening, I'm not a gardener, right? But it only takes, I've got plants growing, I've got veggie gardens exploding at the moment, and I was never taught how to garden. I had a wonderful father that could grow great tomatoes and all kinds of things. But Dad used to show me little tips about the gardening. I'd follow him around, but he never, and it was just a generation thing. He never really trained me on. He'd say little things like, "Oh, with the tomatoes, you take out the middle bit, or this or that." But I saw us semi in the way with him all the time. You know, he was like, "Oh, I'm busy. I got to get this. I got to do that." But he was a great gardener. You know, we ate a lot of his tomatoes and silver beet and potatoes and all the herbs and stuff that he grew on the farm. And even in Coburg, he had a lovely array of tomatoes that he used to grow. So. But he was the same. He wasn't taught how to be a gardener. He just he planted a few seeds and now it's easy. If you're not sure about something, you just look it up on the internet. And YouTube's fantastic. I've got a YouTube channel which is really just to show people how to have fun and different things that you can try and do, okay? It's not really an instructional YouTube channel, like how to fly your drone or how to change the filters on your swimming pool. It's more a weirdo fun thing, because that's just me. I'm all over the place with ideas and I like trying new things. But getting back to just living, relax, right? Try and blot out, your work. If your work's demanding, especially if you're like a nurse or a fireman or something like that, you find actually a lot of people that do stressful jobs do amazing things on the side. They're painters, or they're sculptors, or they're writers, or they just love travelling. I heard the other day a fireman in his free time, he just travels all over the place with his wife. And so, yeah, my message is on how to just live is just try and be you. Let everything go and see what comes to you, right? And it will come to you. You'll just be relaxing. The more you relax, the more things bubble up inside you. I don't know where it comes from, but ideas will come to you. It's a gift that I think we've all got, but you really need to adjust your life to get onto it. And then it's full speed ahead. Before you know it, you'll have projects and you'll be doing things all over the place. So cooking, gardening, writing, helping people. There's a million different things outside the scope of what you ever dreamt of that will come to you. You wake up in the morning. I love, there's a segment out of The Misfits, which was made in the 50s, I think it was 56 or something, with Clark Gable and Marilyn Monroe. And there's a scene which is actually on my website that I picked out, which says, he says, I live out in the country. Marilyn plays this part where she's a call girl in the city, and she comes out, she's divorcing her husband or something, and she meets, I think his name in the movie is Guy, and she says, Guy, what do you do out here in this shack? You know, you're out in the middle of nowhere. And he says, well, you know, not to quote him exactly, but he says, oh, you wake up in the morning, you see what kind of a day it's going to be. You whistle, you throw a stone at a can, you fry some eggs, and then it just goes from there. And he plays the part of a cowboy. So, and being restricted as like on the treadmill, like working for someone or whatever, is to him like being in a cage. And that was the persona of these cowboys, was that, you know, they would do anything except work for wages. So he ends up and he's talking to Marilyn Monroe, and she's like a city slicker, and she says, well, how do you, and he says, so I do all those things, I just live. And she says, well, how do you just live? And then he goes into what I just told you. Judy, hello Judy. Good advice. Hello Judy, you're fantastic. Say hello to Mario. Even my voice is soothing. Oh, thanks Jenny. Yeah, so that's just living. Has anyone out there got any ideas on what they think just living is? What makes them feel good? I'll mention your comments as they come up, but if you're doing something, if you've had a change in life and you suddenly found something that you really enjoy doing, post it up, let us have a look at it. I pretty much all my life I've been a creative person, and that's been hard for me because when even though I had a terrific high school and everything, we had no real avenue for us to explore. Okay, Jenny says, helping the animals, of course. Jenny works at a wildlife refuge called Geraldinga, and her and Ray, they're working, they're voluntary, they work in this animal shelter, and they love it. And Jenny and Ray, they're just one-on-one with these animals. You know, it's almost like if an animal could sort of come out as a human and go to this place and help run it, that's how it is. They've found just live is them. They're just living for the animals, which is fantastic. The animals would feel it. You know, they're not getting looked after by someone rattling the cage and saying, well, you know, everyone's paid some money, I want you to, you know, sit, if you're a lion, you've got to sit up and perform. Otherwise I won't give you your £20 steak. No, these animals, you can see, as you walk around the place, as soon as Jenny or Ray walk up to them, you can just see the interaction. It's fantastic. It's great. So, and that's something that's just come out of the blue. I'm sure helping the animals, Jenny didn't, some time back, probably never thought of herself as an animal helper, right? But she is, and she's fantastic at it. It's a bit like some people, you know, like remember the old dancers, you know, you used to get up and you'd be shy and then, oh, I don't want to get up and dance, I don't know how to dance, and then someone would just pull you up and you're there, and all of a sudden you're dancing, you know. You found something that you didn't even, there's something going on in your body, and you go, wow, this is fantastic, you know. So to just live is relax and come to terms and become yourself.